Well, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Monday. Oh boy, start of a new week for a lot of you for your work. And we're moving right along in the month of July, 7/17. So let's get in here and say hello to everyone and share, and see what's going on. What's going on in your world? Good morning, Josie. Hi, sweet one. Oh, what a great day this morning already. Such a beautiful day. The birds are singing. They're so happy out there. I want to go out and ask them what they're so happy about because they're really chirping away. And I think Sally and Tony just woke up. It's a great day. Good morning, Catherine DeSanti. So we got people finding us. Let's go ahead and go into the heart. I like to start my day with the heart-brain coherence, because it makes a big difference when we're giving ourselves that little boost of positivity and we're letting our heart tell our brain, hey, you matter. You are important. So let's do that. When you touch your heart center, it brings your focus to the heart. And then slow down the breathing and add in the love and the coffee. Good morning, Tony. Thank you. Never be sorry about bringing coffee.
Morning, y'all.
Tony's awake and coffee is made, and I'm happy. All right, so that's the heart-brain coherence. If you're not used to doing it, try it on a regular basis. I do it every morning, and then I do it again every night, about the same time. So about 12 hours apart, I do this. And scientists have shown that if you do this regularly, that it starts a healing process inside your body. So the cells respond to this energy and they start waking up and perking up and they start repairing. Our cells have an end cap on them. And when that end cap starts deteriorating, that's when the cell breaks down and doesn't do its job. And that's when our body starts to age and think that it's not well. And we start having that morning ache and pain. So this really makes a difference in your day. And then if you can add in something like Tai Chi, right, Brookie Woodside, um, then all the better, because that's a little bit of movement and your body responds so much to movement. So cheers, everyone, for a great morning. I'm a unicorn this morning. And today will be magical. I truly believe that. Okay, so let me get to the message from yesterday, which was a beautiful message of shine a light. Benjamin Franklin said, either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. What if we all found ways to make a positive impact on the world, no matter how small? Engaging in acts of kindness, volunteering for causes you care about, or supporting organizations that are working toward positive change are a few ways to think about bringing a shift in the energy of the planet. Your actions, however modest, can inspire others to take action and contribute to a better world. Dear angels, many times we hesitate to act because we think we have so little to give and see it as only a drop in the bucket in making a difference. However, if we all added to what is going in the bucket, it would fill up rapidly. When we collaborate on projects and work toward goals together, we can achieve so much more. Dear ones, the beauty of creating is in sharing with each other. lifting the load together, bonding over shared passion, and seeing what can be accomplished together. As you participate in whatever manner you can, think only of the good that is being done instead of how little it might be. There is no comparison in kindness. Your smile is just as important as a large donation. It is the energy and intention with which you give that matters. In giving, you are raising the frequency of the planet. Just imagine how brightly your earth will shine as you gather more like minded souls to lift up the vibration. Keep shining your light. You may see it as a small flame, but when you combine it with others, then it becomes a torch. Light up the world today. Dear angels, today I promise to let my light shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. And we have some shining people coming in. Good morning, Jennifer Langren. Good morning, Sally and Tony. And good morning, Kathy Hand. Oh, Kathy, are you on your way to work? I love that you join us for that morning drive and have that special touch of lifted up energy as you go on your way. And I hope it's a beautiful day at work for you. So, okay, this coffee is delicious this morning. So I may be sipping on that throughout the show. But right now I'm going to pull out a Kuan Yin card. And let's see what Kuan Yin has for us. I just love that she guides us. And she's in everything that I do. All healings, all messages. She's right there showing the way. So full of love and compassion. And let's just do a check-in. Just check in with each other and see what's going on in your world. Good morning. Kathy says, yes, it keeps me going. Blue is here. Good morning, Blue, Blue, Blue. And let's do some gratitude. So, it's the best way to take ourselves away from a thought of what's going wrong is to think about what's going right in your world. So, one thing, just one thing, that's all. What are you grateful for? That one thing that you can look around or just sit for a minute in thought and say, oh, I'm grateful for that. I figured you needed some unicorn magic today, so we gave it to you in a mug. Thank you. I do need that unicorn magic. It feels good. It feels very light energy today. So let's see what our Kuan Yin has to say. Good morning, Maria Morgado. Thank you for being here this morning. Yeah, if you all missed the celebration with Josie yesterday, what a beautiful time together. Josie, thank you for allowing us to listen and wrap our arms of love around you. And I know it's not something that's going to be an easy process, but maybe we can make the load a little bit lighter by sharing love with you. All right, so Kuan Yin says change is in the air. Oh boy, do I feel this one. Do y'all feel it? There is change in the air. Good morning, Jesse. Oh, good morning, Hope Wellington Marshall. Hope says the birds are singing here too. We are having beautiful weather here. The 17th day of the 7th month. Lots of sevens going on today. Annie 7, good morning to you. All right, so change is in the air. Sometimes we take things for granted and forget to stop and realize how incredible the ordinary things can be. Growth does often seem improbable, yet it happens every day in many ways. So too is something growing in your life that seems at the moment unlikely or impossible, yet it will happen anyway. Have faith, trust your feelings, and relax. because change is in the air. I don't buy into that word impossible. That's not something that I think is real because everything is possible. We live in a world of possibilities. We live with the unicorns, and that's definitely a possibility that we can have that light energy of the elementals. I love it. And Blue says it wouldn't let me online due to circumstances here, though I certainly felt it and I am blessed. Yeah, while we were meeting with Josie, there was a lot of very powerful energy that was going on as we sat with her and put our arms of love around her. And Sally says, we're both grateful for so many things going right in our lives. It's hard to pick one. I'm most grateful for all the changes in our life that have brought us to this point in totality. Yeah, I always say that we needed everything in our life to bring us to where we are right now. So I don't wish away any of my past. Yeah, there's things that were not pleasant. There were things I did that weren't pleasant and weren't particularly for the best and highest good. But I needed all of those experiences because it makes me who I am right now. And some of those experiences, if I hadn't had them, I wouldn't know to be so compassionate to others who are going through that same thing. So, yeah, we can have our regrets if we want, but there's no point to it because there's nothing to regret. There's nothing to be sorry for. Everything just is the way it is, and it's perfect. Everything is working perfectly. We may not think of some things in our past as perfect, but they're done. They're gone. They were experiences. And if we keep dwelling on what that was in our past, we're bringing it right into our now moment. So, are there things you want to relive that weren't pleasant? That's what you're doing when you keep ruminating and saying, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I did that, or that was terrible. Just see it for what it was. It was one of your life experiences. It was a life lesson, and learn from it, grow from it. And the important thing is to go forward from it. So that's my philosophy, and that's how I deal with things that have happened in my life. I use them. I use them for my growth. I use them to help others, and I use them to have definitely more forgiveness in my life. If I can be forgiven for some of the things I've done, then I can forgive others for anything. And forgiveness isn't even about a person, it's about clearing energy. It's about saying, I don't want any low vibration energy in me. I want to clear out anything that's not love. And only love and light is welcome in my heart. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That only love and light is welcome here. Andrea, Greg, good morning, sweet one. Oh, you have lots of love and gratitude. I know you do. You're so loving. Thank you for being here. And Sally says, yes, indeed, I'm so much stronger and compassionate because of my life lessons. If you find someone that you admire their strength and you admire their compassion that they're giving out, find their life story because you're probably going to see a lot of ups and downs. You're probably going to see a lot of fires that they walked through because it's what shapes us. It's what brings us to this point of seeing people, really seeing you, and not just an acknowledgement that you're a person, but seeing way inside of you. And Sally says they are the fuel for your superpowers. Indeed, they are. All right, so let's do an angel book message, the tiny book of angel messages. We need a number. And if you're missing somebody that's not here yet on the morning show, just Call out their name. When we call somebody's name, they usually magically appear. So let's work some magic this morning and get the rest of our P's in here. 36. All right, let's go to that page. And let's see what the angels have to say to us. 36 has 5 messages, but I'm seeing this is the one that needs to be read. When one of you, acting with pure intent, opens up a raw, vulnerable... let me start that over. I missed a word. When one of you, acting with pure intent, opens up in a raw, vulnerable way, you are actually putting out a call to other family members to lock arms and move forward with a force. It is that force that the world will experience, and it will spark a memory inside that is familiar. This is how you spread your light to affect change. Yes, that was the message from last night and the message from the tiny book. So I'm taking that to mean that today we need some lights shining out into the world, don't we? We need to do some acts of kindness. At the beginning of the month, I said, let's make this a kindness month. Let's make this a month where it doesn't matter what's going on in our own world. We're going to reach out to others. We're going to shine a light on others and do those acts of kindness. And the angel said last night, it doesn't matter if you're smiling at someone or if you're handing them money, it's the same energy. So your smile, if you say, I don't have anything to give, think again, because your smile is important. Our Marietta says, it is spirit magnifying, incredible, loving energy. That's what a smile is. And so the more we can go out and about and put a smile on our face, we're bringing that light into the world. It may be the only light that someone sees during the day. Your kind word to someone may be the only kind word they hear. There's a lot of people that are hurting and hurting bad inside, hurting emotionally. So a smile from a stranger, a kind word, somebody saying, how are you? And really wanting to know, how are you? Instead of making it a passing comment, it makes a difference. Just imagine someone whose world is so dark and gray and they never get that encouragement. They never get an I love you. You can do that. We can all make a difference in this world. It doesn't cost you a dime to smile. It's totally free. And make sure that when you smile, that smile goes all the way to your eyes. It's not just a fake smile. You all know how to do a fake smile. Let's don't do that. Let's make that smile come from the heart. If it starts in the heart, then the smile is going to be genuine. And everyone that sees you will know that it's a genuine smile. All right, so we're calling in some of our P's. I love it. Marietta, I am here. And now, yes, you are. You're always in our hearts, Marietta. Love you so much. And Sally said, that was my good morning post in Enlightenment. I love it. I love the synchronicities. And Jennifer, I'm so glad you're here. Jen says, love that. And Prachetta, namaste. And I think it's evening for you. So welcome to our Prachetta from India. And how is our India family? Let us know how you're doing and how Prachir and Vritti and Goofy and how they're doing as well. And where are you? I know you travel a bit, and especially if Prachir moves around, you go to see him. So where in the world is our family over in India. Sally says, reminds me of Chandler on Friends. He couldn't smile. I never laughed so hard. I love that show. That is one of my go-tos to lift me up. And I can watch it again and again, even if I know what's going to happen and I anticipate it. It doesn't matter. It still makes me laugh. It's still funny. Prachetta, 6 p.m. in India, and you're in Srinagar. Okay, well, I hope it's been a good day for you, Prachetta, this beautiful Monday. All right, so what else is going on? Do we need any prayers added to our prayer list? So this would be the time to share with us. And Kathy, I think you're still with us. I think you might be getting close to being at work. So let us know if there's anything that we need to lift you up for. Anybody that's got stuff going on. We're thinking especially of our Josie. And you guys, I went into YouTube last night and found the land blessing that we did at Josie and Ricky's house on their property. And there's a lot of Ricky in that video. So if you haven't watched it, it's on my Facebook page, and you can just open that up and see his beautiful energy. He was so proud and happy that we did that land blessing by his gumbo limbo tree in his backyard. And he participated in that land blessing in a big way. So I hope you watch it and get his energy. And I know that he's going to be at every land blessing we do because it was important to him to know that we were spreading peace. All right, my voice is going. So, as I was saying, or trying to say, he loves that we're spreading peace throughout the land and connecting the land. And he got it on a deep level with his Native American heritage. His soul understood that this is what it takes. It takes all of us working together. So, Prachetta, you drove to Srinagar up north and reached it yesterday. Goofy is in Allahabad, 1,000 miles from Srinagar with his mom and sisters. Oh, I know you're missing that Goofy, that little bit of love and fur. Nefriti and Jasmine are in Delhi and doing well. Good. I'm glad they're doing well. And we pray for Jasmine and her daughters every day. Josie, you watched it this morning and it made you smile. I am so happy to hear that. I was hoping it would put a smile on your face. I know you mentioned yesterday that you like listening to recordings of Ricky's voice. And yeah, he talks on that and he talks with such love and gratitude. So I'm glad that we have that captured of him. And Blue says, I now have a flying Barzini razzmatazz in my lap. She heard you say, where in the world are you? And leaped across the room. Well, welcome, razzmatazz. Oh, all of our angels in fur that we love. I have just so enjoyed meeting all of them along the way. And it's so interesting that even those that might be a little standoffish, by the time I've been there for a day or so, they're warming up and coming in to see me and let me pet them. I love that. The Sally and Tony's cat Lily is really been giving me some love the last couple of days. So I think she knows that I'm a short timer here in the house, and she's got to come up and let me see her a little bit while I'm here. Prachetta says, we're missing Goofy. Prachir and I have been crying. Kindly lift us up, ma'am. We need prayers. We certainly will, Prachetta. So let me put up that caption if you have a prayer request. just type it in the comments so we know. And if you're not on our prayer list already, then we will certainly make that happen. And we have Blue here, who is the guardian of the grid in the northeast part of the United States, and I'm sure she will be happy to add you into that list. And Blue says, standoffish. Lulu, who just walked in to hear you, it's a big energy day. Oh, I love my Lulu cat. She was the shy one when I was at Blue's house, especially the first time. And I walked into the upstairs bathroom, and she was getting a drink of water from the tap in the sink, and she stopped what she was doing and looked like, who the heck are you? I don't know you. And we bonded almost immediately. And she started coming downstairs. She would sit on the stairs up above my head and watch as we were doing whatever we were doing at the kitchen table. So I love my Lulu. And Sally said, who doesn't care for anyone? Our Lily. She runs and hides, but not from Teri, the same as our great granddaughter who seems to adore Teri time. I'm going to miss that little one. She is a bright light. Oh boy. And I think she loved that I could communicate with her through sign language as well. And I taught her a couple of new signs. So I think she's so bright, and you show her something one time and she knows it. And I love that. I love children that can learn immediately, and they've got it one time and they've got it. And your grandson, great grandson also, Jonathan, I taught him I love you, and he remembered it a week later. Oh, I love my Lulu Bell. She is such a kind soul. And yeah, she stays kind of separate from the other cats, but she just loved having love. And I can't wait to meet Razzmatazz. That's going to be awesome. I don't know how you do it though, Jean. I have to tell you all, if you remember when Jean Lorio and I were there, and we were sleeping in the same bedroom, and Jean was on an air mattress and I was in the bed, and the girls were our wake-up call every morning. I was usually awake to hear the command that Jean would give at the bottom of the stairs, and that command was, go get 'em. Go wake 'em up. And then you heard the elephant hooves, and you heard the stomping coming up the stairs and crashing through our bedroom door, and lots of licks all over the face. That was our wake up. And both Auntie Jean and I were like, what are we going to do when we don't have that wake up call from the puppies? It was fun. It was very fun. And Sally says she's very awakened. She knows sign language and she's learning Spanish. Well, maybe she can teach me Spanish. And speaking of Spanish, the tiny book is coming out in the Spanish version. And I want to give a shout out to our Lily Ortega in California. Lily translated that book all on her own. I didn't ask her to. She treated me and surprised me with it one day. And she had already interpreted the whole book and translated it into Spanish. So I have already ordered the proof copy, the author copy, so I can see that everything is the way it needs to be, formatted correctly. And as soon as I get it in my hand, which should be, I believe, in about a week, I will know that we can turn on the switch and say, yay, it's available to anyone who wants to get that Spanish version. So if you know people that would benefit from reading these messages in Spanish, please share with them. It'll be on Amazon, it'll be on Barnes and Noble. Um, anywhere that you can purchase books. It's going to be available as soon as I give the word that everything is perfect. And Blue says, unless you are sick, and then she takes care of you. Yeah, Lulu's a healer. She really is. And Blue says, haha, yes, the Jean and Terry show was wonderful to have here. It was. It was so fun. It was such beautiful energy that it just didn't stop. we, we didn't really have downtime at Blue's house. We were always doing something and going somewhere, and usually to the water, to the beautiful lakes that are there. And Sally's sending love over to our India family. Let's all do that. Let's fill them full of love and light today. All right, so what do you have planned for this Monday? I know some of you are working, but if you're not, what you going to do to shine your light out into the world? Just take a moment to think about, what can I do? What can I do? And just like the message was last night, you might think that it doesn't matter, that it's not important, that it's so small. But the angels say there's no big or small. Anything that you do, it is. And it does make a difference. And when you add in your light to everyone else's light, it just exponentially sends it out brighter and lifts up more of our world. Sally says, I think I'd like to get the Spanish version and gift it to Alana so she can read the messages to Alba. That would be awesome. Oh, Thelma and Louise. We did have a Thelma and Louise journey for 4 months. That sweet Auntie Jean in the Angel Mobile. Oh my gosh. I really wish that you all could have seen all the antics and just I still giggle every time I think about her and that trip that we took, and just so much laughter, so much love, because that woman is love in a human body. She just loves, and everywhere we went, she won hearts and just really enjoyed herself, which I was hoping would happen. She had a great time on that journey. And I think the Angel Mobile is ready for another passenger. If somebody wants to take a leg of the trip with me, just let me know and we'll see what we can do to make that magic happen. So Sally's going to do grounding work and playtime with Mama Gaia. I love that. All right, so let's go into our hearts. If you have other prayer requests or if you have updates that you want to give us on people who are on our prayer list, please do that. And Hope, I'm thinking about you and hoping that things are looking up in your world with your physical health. And I haven't had an update, so I'm just going to intend that things are working perfectly and that you are moving forward in whatever direction you're choosing to go in. So let us know how we can support you, Hope. And let us know how our little Zena is doing. I miss that little guy, and I hope he's doing well at school and his music and everything that he's got going. Blue says the garden is coming in. Today making veggie soup to freeze and kale shakes. A bouquet of basil, rosemary, oregano, cilantro on my cutting board table. I can visualize that. I can just close my eyes and see your cutting board table. And I see all of that beautiful energy that you grew just sitting there waiting for you to put it in your bod, and for your man Dave. And how is our Dave doing? I hope he's doing well. All right, so let's go into our hearts after a sip of coffee. And let's bring in love energy today. I just feel it's a big, big spiritual day. All those sevens that we got going on, how could it not be a spiritual day? So Go into your heart and breathe and release. Now, with your next breath in, just pay attention. Focus on that breath. Focus on what it's doing. Is it coming in slowly into your lungs? Is it sitting there, bringing you that life force energy, helping all of the cells to be living up to what they need to be doing for your body physically? And then release anything that's unlike love. Let go of whatever it is that's a thought in your head of unworthiness, a thought of being small, a thought of not making a difference. Let all of that go. And with your next breath in, tell yourself, I am worthy. I am deserving. I am enough, just as I am. And breathe. And now see that oxygen that you're taking in. See that breath that comes into your lungs. What does it look like? Is it shining and sparkly? Does it have a color? Does it have a message? As you breathe in, what is that oxygen saying to you? Is it saying, I'm here? I came to help you. Pay attention. Pay attention to what Spirit is saying as you breathe that breath into your heart, as you hold it there and you listen. It's so important to listen to Spirit. There may be a message in there. See if a message comes through for you, or maybe for all of us. Spirit can use anyone to deliver a message. So what is it saying to you as you sit and focus on your breath, as you listen in the stillness? Those thoughts between thoughts, that's when Spirit can jump in there and give you an inspired thought with your next one. So what's going on as you breathe in and as you release that breath out? And who do you feel around you? I see a lot of people here, not just our P's that come in, but there's a lot of loved ones today that are very present, that just want to participate. And we all know that when someone leaves their physical body, their spirit doesn't die. Their spirit is still very present. So who's with you today? What loved one is saying to you, I'm right here beside of you, and I love you. Maybe they're holding your hand or touching you on the shoulder or the cheek, the top of the head. And is there an angel nearby? We all have guardian angels. We have angels that are with us from the moment we're born until we die. So maybe your guardian angel wants to speak and wants to be heard and acknowledged and listened to. So pay attention. That's the message right now. Just tune in to what's happening. And then hold that love in your heart. And let's lift up anyone who's asked for prayer. Let's lift up our India family. Lift up our darling Josie. Lifting up Blue and her family and that whole area that's just been inundated with water and causing a lot of damage up in that area. So let's lift up the people of the valley, our beautiful Deerfield Valley, and anyone else that needs that uplifting energy today. Our wonderful Hope Wellington Marshall across the big pond. We love you so much, Hope. Whew. So if you have a prayer request, just know that that is seen, that's acknowledged, and we ask our Creator to look at it, along with all the ascended masters and the healers, the angels, and for your prayer to be answered for the best and highest good of all. And now let's lift up each other. We do this every day. Every day we share love and light here. And I see some people came in while we were doing that. Our Deirdre is here. Good morning, Deirdre. And Blue is asking for prayers for Dave. Okay, so he's got some work stuff going on. And yes, let's lift him up for the best and highest good there, that he can do that house with ease and grace. Charlie Coons, good morning. And Blue says that beautiful sun catcher you gifted us is moving back and forth. Oh, I love the way it makes the rainbows in the room. And thank you, Deirdre, for prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, world peace, and attention to human trafficking. All right, so y'all already started without me, but I'll do the countdown anyway. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. That's our message to each other, our message to the world as we gather together. Thank you. I love you. So we have Prachetta first saying it. Thank you, Prachetta. Thank you, Prachir. We love you right back. Our Hope. Thank you. I love you. Deirdre, Sally and Tony, Jennifer, Charles, Annie Banani. I hope you have an amazing Monday, sweetheart. Blue Jean, thank you. I love you. Catherine DeSanti, you're leaving for school. I hope you have a great day at school, Annie. All right, so let's get out there. Let's shine a light today and let others see that there's some love going on in this world. Josie, I see you. Thank you. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful day, darling. All right, so I think we're out of here. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everyone.